I'm much better now that the ladies are back from space. I
Thank
was
you for
worried
having
sick.
me. What were they up there, 10 minutes?
Well, it was very profound. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen Katy Perry talk about it, but she's basically a guru now.
Never once to miss a chance at roasting cultural absurdity, South Park's Trey Parker and Matt Stone reportedly jumped on this debacle with the enthusiasm of sharks spotting blood in the water.
You are officially an astronaut.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel super connected to love. So I feel really connected to that strong, divine feminine right now.
Leaks from inside production hint that the upcoming episode won't just lampoon the pop singer, it's set to tear apart the entire billionaire-driven spectacle. Sources claim the animated version of the singer will suffer a grotesque mid-flight cosmetic disaster, her face literally melting under zero-gravity conditions, a brutal metaphor for vanity under pressure.
Well, yeah, and I also think it's fun to see somebody who has no self-awareness.
Yeah.
They're always the most fun.
And it's not just speculation. Insider chatter suggests the creators are intentionally pushing the satire even harder than usual, after noticing how the real world itself has become almost too ridiculous to parody.
No, it's so funny. She said she's heard from women and girls who have said to her, I didn't realize this is something I could do. You know how I know that didn't happen, Meghan? Because it's not something they could do. Because they're not friends with Jeff Bezos, right?
By turning what was supposed to be a moment of human triumph into a grotesque horror show, South Park is about to deliver one of its most unfiltered takedowns yet. And judging by early reactions from test audiences, it's going to hit nerves raw and deep. Reports claim there's a deeper layer of satire baked into the episode that's even more savage than fans initially expected. Rumors suggest that in South Park's version of events, the entire celebrity space launch isn't about inspiration or science at all. It's a covert Botox experiment funded by Jeff Bezos himself. According to leaks, celebrities aren't being sent into orbit to inspire kids to study STEM. They're unwitting guinea pigs for anti-aging treatments in zero gravity. The idea of vanity-enhanced billionaires exploiting fame chasers for scientific clout taps straight into the ugliest sides of both tech culture and celebrity narcissism. It's been whispered that test animations show disturbing sequences where filler injections float through cabins like jellyfish, and unapproved beauty experiments lead to cartoonishly grotesque transformations. If this proves true, the episode won't just be funny, it'll be one of the most viciously accurate social commentaries the show has pulled off in years. If there's one thing fans remember from South Park's earlier seasons, it's their absolutely ruthless portrayal of Jeff Bezos. Depicted as a telepathic, glass-domed alien overlord back in 2018, Bezos returns this season, and rumors suggest he's even more monstrous than before. In the leaked storyline, he's running the whole fake inspiration flight as a cover operation for bizarre luxury experiments. Whispers from inside production say Bezos' cartoon alter ego barely pretends to be human anymore, barking orders through holograms and treating celebrities like disposable lab rats. This time, South Park isn't just mocking corporate greed. They're suggesting a future where tech billionaires literally harvest fame for scientific testing. The speculation about Bezos' portrayal hints at a larger theme the season is exploring: how billionaires have replaced governments in the space race, not for human advancement, but for branding, vanity, and personal empire building. What's truly stunning is that the space episode is just the tip of the iceberg. Reports suggest Parker and Stone have plotted an entire series of interconnected storylines for season 27, targeting not just individual stars, but the whole infrastructure of celebrity culture and political correctness. Insiders say we can expect upcoming episodes to savage the hollow DEI initiatives sweeping through Hollywood, expose more billionaire schemes, and lampoon the weaponization of identity for profit. There's been talk of a summer special tackling the collapse of the modern entertainment industry itself, a direct sequel to their viral Panderverse special. If the early buzz is right, we're looking at a full-on season-long satire of 2025's cultural collapse, pulling no punches, offering no apologies. In a world where most shows tiptoe around controversy, South Park seems poised to unleash the kind of savage humor that fans have been starving for, and they're aiming directly at the heart of everything that's gone wrong. In the bigger picture, the saddest part of this entire spectacle isn't just one celebrity's tone-deaf antics, it's what it says about our era as a whole. Going to space used to symbolize human potential, scientific progress, and the spirit of exploration. Now, it's been reduced to little more than a branding opportunity for the ultra-rich and ultra-famous. Critics have pointed out how quickly the public's awe has been replaced with cynicism thanks to stunts like this. Rumors even suggest that behind closed doors, NASA officials are quietly concerned that real space programs will lose funding and support if the public continues to associate orbital missions with influencer PR disasters. When a rocket launch becomes just another viral reel on Instagram, it's hard not to wonder if we've completely lost the plot. And in that sense, the upcoming South Park episode isn't just funny, it's a grim, brutal mirror held up to a culture spinning wildly out of control. Normally, a celebrity controversy burns hot and fast. 48 hours later, it's forgotten. But this time, the flames just won't die down. Commentators, podcasts, and even mainstream news outlets continue to reference the singer's awkward space escapades weeks after the launch. Speculation suggests that her failure to show even a shred of humility after the backlash is what keeps reigniting the fire. Instead of addressing the criticism with a little self-awareness, she chose to posture as a misunderstood feminist hero, a move so transparent that even die-hard supporters have found it grating. Rumors claim some behind-the-scenes handlers even advised her to lay low, but she reportedly insisted on pushing back publicly, believing it would inspire conversation. What she inspired instead was a cultural dragging of epic proportions. And with South Park now entering the chat, it's clear the internet has no intention of letting her orbit away from this train wreck anytime soon. When a person gets the once-in-a-lifetime chance to leave Earth's atmosphere, you'd expect awe, humility, maybe even tears. But instead, what the world saw was a bizarre spectacle where a historic spaceflight dissolved into little more than a glorified selfie session. Perched at the edge of the void, with the blue curve of Earth sprawling behind her, the pop icon stared, not at the majesty around her, but straight into a camera lens, like she was still auditioning for a TikTok sponsorship. Reports claim there were insiders who felt uncomfortable witnessing a moment of universal significance being repackaged into influencer content. Instead of marveling at the fragile beauty of our planet, it became about face angles and lighting. It's been said some Blue Origin employees quietly joked that the mission was less Apollo and more America's next top model, Zero Gravity Edition. It wasn't just tone-deaf, it was a jarring reminder of how far celebrity culture can twist even the most profound experiences into shallow marketing moments. The fallout online was swift and merciless. Audiences who once adored her pop anthems were now dragging her for filth, accusing her of turning an inspiring milestone into a brand opportunity. But instead of reflecting on the criticism, the star doubled down, posting a heavily edited montage of her critics, framing the entire backlash as sexist. Imagine getting dragged for inspiring young women to explore space, she captioned. A move that only poured gasoline on the fire. Fans and skeptics alike weren't buying it. Rumors swirled that her PR team scrambled to control the narrative, spinning it into a feminist empowerment story. But many saw it for what it was: damage control wrapped in virtue signaling. It's been said even some of her longtime fans found it exhausting, watching a once-beloved artist weaponize social justice buzzwords to shield herself from legitimate criticism. In an age when accountability is demanded more than ever, her refusal to read the room exposed just how disconnected the elite bubble has become. In the end, this whole disaster stands as a brutal symbol of where we are. Real scientists spend decades dreaming of seeing the stars. Explorers once risked their lives for a glimpse beyond our world. And now, celebrities ride billion-dollar rockets just to farm likes and look good in zero gravity. If there's anything the backlash proves, it's that people are tired. Tired of being sold empty inspiration, tired of billionaires cosplaying as pioneers, tired of influencers turning humanity's greatest achievements into clout-chasing spectacle. With South Park's animated wrecking ball about to smash what little dignity was left in this story, it's safe to say the age of performative space travel might finally be getting the roast it deserves. Whether anything will change remains to be seen. But for now, one thing's certain: the cringe, much like the orbit Katy once floated through, is infinite.